Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi Maguire.
I'm Jordy Jor.
T to the motherfucking cat.
Hey, you're looking around like someone else is going to say something. We were just talking about your birthday coming up. So you're an Aries.
Yes.
I was just looking at this thing about forgiving people right before you got here. How long does your sign stay angry? So Gigi's a Gemini. Hers is a few seconds.
It's on my shirt
Okay,
today.
a few seconds?
Yeah, just a few seconds. Me and Jordan are Capricorns. It
Yes.
says we will never forgive.
Forever.
Wow. Okay.
And I want to see if
Yeah.
yours is accurate. How long do you stay angry?
Depends on the person.
It says here maximum a day.
Nah, hell no, not me. I must be a Gemini.
Just a few seconds. Yeah, I think mine is pretty accurate. I really will literally, if I don't, like, if you make me, you know that. If I don't fuck with you, it's like for life.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
but I'm not gonna
Business.
do nothing. I wouldn't say I'm like angry. I'm just like eternal sunshine of
Yeah.
the spotless mind.
But that's I think me not knowing that directly about you, that's the come when I give you my word, I make sure I come through.
Yeah, you do.
And if I say that I'm gonna get you flowers, I will literally go out 15 trimmers out my way to make sure I come with something in my hand for you. Not that you'll get mad,
No,
but I'll
never.
assume because of the bond relationship that we have. I
I'll
just want to
never
make
get
sure
mad
I'm
at
okay.
you, TK.
Okay, well, thank you, love.
Yeah, there's reasons I could have been like when you were mean to that woman at the show, but I'll never.
Yes. But
yeah.
you didn't know her.
Because you didn't know her.
She was out of line.
She deserved it.
No.
Yeah, she deserved it. Yeah, she's so sweet. She just protects everybody.
Here's the thing: you never know what somebody's going through.
Right, that's true.
And you know, that's a fact. I remember another comedian, I was at his show and he was so rude to this woman. And then I was being nice to her and she told me that her son died last year and
Yeah,
all
those
this.
things do happen.
Yeah,
You're right.
and I felt bad. I was
Yes.
like, you know, sometimes people are out and they're just, because I think the problem is sometimes people try to also be funny with comedians.
Yes.
And if you're not a comedian and you're trying, like sometimes people will like try to extra be funny and it's awkward and not funny.
And you'll
Yes.
get your feelings hurt.
I totally agree. Basically, play your position and come to enjoy yourself and don't go toe to toe. I totally agree.
You would
Don't come
just
to my job trying to take my job.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
Because it never works. Like no comedians are like, oh, you're really funny. I should put you on stage.
Right. Yeah, it never works. Very seldom. Right. Now, don't get me wrong. Every now and then, somebody is sharp.
Somebody breaks through.
Yeah, somebody breaks through. I remember years ago, I was doing a show in Oakland, and I guess my elbows wasn't lotioned.
Ooh, you were ashy.
And I was clowning, and dude said, "What about them ashy?" It was just perfect timing. He said, "What about them ashy elbows?" And the crowd just erupted. And
they
from
all
that
saw
moment on, I made sure my elbows, because I
Never
wear short
again.
sleeves, I was like, never again.
Yeah. Or
Never
a long
again.
sleeve. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know, at my age now, I don't wear long sleeve because, you know, I got a little bit of muscles. So I try to
Show
show
the
it
muscles.
off at my age.
Listen, and that is one thing the ladies always say. I've had a couple of ladies tell me, like, I like TK.
Mhm.
And then they can't believe that you're older.
Yes.
They're like, wow, that's amazing. He really keeps himself together. Do you go to the gym or do you work out like in the room when you're traveling?
Both. Both.
Okay.
I usually do it pretty much every day unless I have to catch like a 5 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
flight. And now, starting this week for the next 2 years, I'll be trying to do sauna at least 3 times a
Okay.
week. You know, because they said that's good for your health and all that.
Good
Because I
for
just
your
love
skin.
life so much. I ain't trying to leave here no time
That's
soon. So I just want to get everything coming to me.
I'm not mad at that. You were just in Europe.
Yes, yes, yes.
Man, that looked amazing. So tell us, so where were the cities? You were in Belgium?
I was in Belgium. I was in Antwerp, sold out, beautiful comedy show. Then I had Gent, Belgium. And to anybody listening in, what was the place I was supposed to be? It'll come to me. It was in Antwerp. It was, I forgot the city. Please forgive me. But I had to cancel on them
Okay.
because I had to be back to do my show in Jacksonville, Netherlands. I was supposed to do my show in Netherlands. I had to cancel, so we got to reschedule that because it was sold out, and I felt bad. I had told the promoters. One thing I didn't want to upset the promoters in the United States because that's my bread and butter. You know what I mean? So overseas is like once in a while, depends on what part of the country I'm going to.
So you can always reschedule that
Yeah, I
and
can
it
always
won't be as big of an
reschedule
issue.
overseas.
as happened to
Yeah,
Miss
these
South
guys
on
over
some-
here, you don't want to, because
Yeah.
we booked the stuff a year in advance. And if you miss your slot, you probably won't get back in for a year. And if they petty,
They
it
won't
could be
bring
2
you
or
back.
3 years. Yeah.
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 Depending
That's
on
a
their
damn
sign.
shame. Because
It is.
I feel like you're established enough that
Oh no, they don't care.
They don't give a shit, really.
Nah, they
Well,
don't
you know
care.
what? Maybe that's good. The equal, like,
Yeah, but it's like, it's 52 comedians, black, white, Spanish. Everybody has their week, right? So if you miss that,
Okay,
you
got it.
can't get
That's the
in
full
because they
year.
booked already.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's booked.
oh, so it's not even
Yeah.
like a choice that they have.
No,
Right.
How is that culturally going someplace like to, when you're overseas and it's different, like the jokes, how do
Yes,
you
yes.
figure out what
That's
culture?
a good question because you go in, at least with me, last week, I went in slightly nervous, but I said to myself, just be myself. And you got to know the history of the city that you're in.
Mhm.
And then once I know the history, I'll start out talking about certain things. Like in Belgium, they had a leader there that was worse than Hitler.
What?
And they used to chop off black people's hands.
Wait, hold on. Did not know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and what they did was they sold chocolate hands in the city, like actual chocolate, and they was known for violent crime, and they still sell it to this day.
Chocolate hands.
Chocolate, I mean, literally chocolate hands. I forgot the gentleman's name, and what's so crazy? Me and Godfrey was talking about this yesterday, but yeah, it's crazy. So I started out being funny, and then I work my material into my personality, and then I start dropping the bomb on them. Because no matter where you are, relationships are still the same.
Mhm.
People still go through the same problems, etc.
That's
and
a
once
fact.
I got that, it was good.
I wonder what child support is like out there.
You know
Yeah.
what? I never even got to that, but I don't think they have child support over there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think
I
so.
just
That's an
either.
I think it's an
American
American thing.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I wonder why. Because then what do you do if somebody's not taking care of their kids? And
Hey, I'm
Tough-
quite sure they have some
tough
type
luck.
of help.
Right.
I just
Wow.
don't think it's child support. You
Wow.
know, and what people don't know about child support is funded by the government.
Mhm.
And most all states in the United States, the government gives them millions of dollars to make sure they put the man or woman on child support. And a lot of people don't know that.
I didn't
Like
know
the
that.
state of New Jersey last year got 70 million.
And child support funds?
No, not child support, to advocate child support.
Oh,
So
to
they
push for
pay,
it.
they
Right.
push that. See, people think it's just you're supposed to put a person on child support. No, the government wants you
Mm.
to be on child support.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder
because
what.
if you ain't paying for your kids, theirs.
Well,
They
I don't
paying
think it's
for
that
it.
way. I think that because if a woman can't take care of kids, she can get Medicare or
That's
welfare.
what I'm saying.
The guy, it doesn't take care. He go to jail or lose his license.
So they want you to
Right,
go
so
to
they
jail.
want the man
basically.
to
They want
pay
you
yeah,
to,
for
they just want you. They just want to make sure that you pay.
That
all
you're
right, that you're in
paying.
the
Yeah.
system.
They
And
want
that's
the
why-
man to pay.
Yeah, that's why I was stressed to men before you pull your penis out is to make sure you have your life together. 'Cause you got-
Before you pull it out or before you even put it in?
Before you pull out, but you being difficult. We saying the same thing. We saying the same
Just
thing.
pull it
Before
out.
you
It's
pull it
there.
Right, the same thing. You know what I'm
Same
saying?
thing,
But-
because you got to pull it out to put it in.
right, because I just get tired
What
of
about
men.
condoms?
Yeah, that's true too. I know her, but
Damn, he didn't even think about it.
but the thing is that I'm just tired of what I see in the world of young men just nutting in women and not thinking about the consequences of their mistakes, right? Because even in my podcast, gentlemen 23 years old, 2 or 3 kids, and don't like the girl
Right.
that they with. And I have to split my feelings up. I'm thinking about the child. I'm like, yo, you gotta try to figure a way to make this happen. And then I'm like, how could you be so stupid? Especially when they say, yo, I've been listening to you for years. And one guy, he got back with his girl. She had a baby by him. He moved back and put a name on the lease. He walks in one day and he hears her telling another girl she's pregnant by somebody else. So he was a garbage guy, trash man. And
Sanitation worker.
Sanitation, yeah. Thank you.
Garbage
And he
guy.
thought about killing her.
What?
And putting her in the trash.
Yeah, he said, T, I need to talk to you. And that day right there, something said, let me reach out to him. And he's literally that kind of crying. And he said, man, I don't know what to do. He said, really, I think I'm about to crash out. He said, I'm gonna put this bitch in the dumpster and kill her. He said, I work for the sanitation department. And I talked him off that cliff, at least I hope I did. And I was explaining to him that she was a young girl. He was 30-something. So I explained to him, one, that was wrong for you even having sex with a young girl. She's a child. She
Right.
didn't have a life together. So, and I said, two, I said, you're going to have to be her friend so to speak. You're gonna have to help her raise that new kid because where's she gonna go?
Right.
She has a child by you. She's having another kid. You brought her down here to live. He also got a job to do hair because she wasn't making no money, right? So that was just a tough situation. I felt bad for him.
Wow.
That is,
Yeah,
man.
that's bad.
But you know, yeah, listen, it's tough. Y'all get yourself in some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And you said like you were talking about with the younger generation, just kind of like people making mistakes. But we had this conversation just now.
Yes.
Like sometimes things aren't necessarily mistakes. It's just lessons that you learn from. You know,
Yes and
it's
no,
hard
right?
to say what's a mistake.
Yeah, it's true. The thing about our country over the years is that the respect for elders, the respect for common sense has declined so bad, right? And me being much older than you guys, I've seen the change. I saw it. I make it funny, but it's a good analogy. I said I saw the education of the world declining when I saw Flavor Flav have a TV show. And I saw a beautiful woman chase this nigga across the TV
For
screen.
seasons upon seasons.
And I said, what
upon
the
seasons.
fuck is wrong with you? No disrespect you, Flav. But they was chasing like this nigga was super, super fine, right? And then you had the Kardashians, and like 30 years prior to that, they would have never had success. And
So it's like reality TV.
like reality TV, and it dumbedified, if that's a word.
I resent that personally.
You
I've
said
done
what?
reality
Okay.
TV.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was on
So-
some, but that's a little different. That wasn't like a dating
It wasn't
show.
a dating show,
or
and it
like
also wasn't like a lifestyle of you just being rich for no reason. Because that's the
True,
Kardashians.
but I do feel like there are a lot of people that use that as a stepping stool to actually do what they want to do. So I
Yes.
feel like a lot of women, even on Flavor of Love, are still relevant now.
Like Delicious.
Yeah. Or New York.
No.
Oh, New York.
Yeah.
No. So let me explain to you my point, so we could be clear. I'm an old head, and to you guys, it may seem as a stepping place and to get to other places. Me, when I see it, I find it to be it belittles our women. It makes you ladies do things that you really shouldn't do, and you teach the younger kids that are watching these programs with their mothers that this is a lifestyle they should choose. And we don't have enough TV shows that promote education, artificial intelligence, coding, engineering. And the reason I say that because I'm all over the
Real
world.
estate, there's a lot. I would say there's a lot of real estate shows.
Yeah, and
But
I'm
they
all,
don't teach it though.
yeah, and I'm
they
all
don't
over the world. And the reason why I say that, when you see people our complexion in different parts of the world that can speak 3-4 languages and really got their shit together, and you see how we really are so far behind that we are so confused. And that's my point, because see, knowledge could be a gift and a curse. It doesn't say that you're wrong. It's just that knowledge, because the knowledge that I have, the wisdom that I have, is not to put anybody down. I just see things totally different. Like I'm so awake about life. You know what I mean? That's all.
I'm just thinking sometimes though television shows are like an escape from
Reality.
our
Yes.
reality.
Like,
Like
everyday reality.
like I can watch stuff and know that I would never do, but it's like sometimes it's just watching
Entertainment.
something that's just like for a little bit of like working all day. I don't want to have to think about anything. I just want to.
So here's my point. They say, see, we are so programmed that people don't know they're programmed, right? In this country, they promote depression and pills all damn day. And we are like maybe 15% of the population, but we consume 95% of all the medication in the world.
Wow.
In the United States of America. When I'm overseas, and I just talked about this not too long ago, they don't talk about depression on TV all day. They don't talk about suicide and all this kind of stuff. Everything is ran through America. We are the people that the world takes advantage of. And that's what I see.
Well, pharmaceuticals is a big business.
Yeah,
Here.
in this country.
Yeah, in this
Capitalism.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
all of that is rooted in.
Yeah.
Even the stuff that we eat is what makes us sick. There's stuff that they would
Absolutely.
never put in the food in other countries.
Yep.
Chemicals and hair
And
products
dyes
and
and all types of
everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy when you
It
like. That's
is.
what I'm saying about knowledge. Sometimes I wish I wasn't obtaining. I would
And you
be
didn't
honest
know.
with you. I'd
Like,
rather go through
ignorance is
here
bliss.
kind of naive.
Yeah.
To be at peace.
Yeah.
Because when you every day
The
you
more
wake
you
up,
learn is like
yes.
every day everything is bad for us.
Yeah, you,
like,
and you just get
everything
irritated. Not
is
just
to the
just
point where
food,
what can
just
I
in
do?
life.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, what can I do that's
Like,
not going to give me
damn.
cancer or
Right.
kill me
Right.
somehow?
Yeah, it's
Slowly.
crazy.
It's crazy because, since we just talked about reality TV, I would love to see you on. Can you imagine TK on like Love is Blind or something? Now,
He probably don't even know what
Love
love
is
is
Blind
blind
would
I
be
know.
is.
crazy.
The premise of the show is you don't know what the other person looks like.
Right.
Right?
Oh yeah, that'll be it.
And you get
yeah.
to know this person
Oh,
blindly.
you already know
Yeah.
me.
You get to know this
No,
person
TK,
blindly.
stop.
You heard it.
I'm saying, so imagine you're like talking through a wall. You can't see the other person, but you're having conversations and you get to talk to multiple people. It's like dating, but not seeing someone.
Right.
Blind
And then
dating
you
for
have
real,
to
for
choose
real.
who you
Yeah,
connect
like literally
with.
blind dating.
Yeah, you choose a connection with somebody.
Yeah, off character and,
Off of
and
character,
voice
conversation,
right. Yeah,
and-
it's a beautiful thing.
Opening
But it's
in theory.
But reality,
I would love that. I would love to see TK do something like that.
that would be hilarious because I would clown if I walk around.
You would pop that balloon.
Oh man,
You walk
I would-
around that wall and see something you
Yeah,
you not
because
feeling.
I always say men are visual. That's why I tell women, take care of yourselves, make sure you look good, because men are and I try to teach the men too. Walk around with pajamas. If you got an ugly body, talk to the guys. You got nappy hair on your chest and you got nappy hair on your thighs. Wear some
Taco
nice
meat.
big pajamas, a nice little robe with some slippers. I get tired of men in sandals and socks and snorting all the time, walking around the house. I said, your girl like to look at you too. But if you got pajamas on, and you got a little class, it makes you a little bit more attractive. Some guys got titties bigger than they girls.
Oh my God.
So now you having sex with your girl. Now your titty in her face, she can't breathe. So she gotta move. She gotta move the titties. She gotta move the titties to the side and turn her head to the left.
Now she motorboating you.
Yeah,
Right.
so we want to give men game on proper etiquette walking around the home as well. I just think
Most guys don't wear pajamas.
they don't. Like I did
and
a
he's
show.
telling them they need to.
Yeah,
Right.
I did a show in L.A. and I was talking about pajamas, and believe it or not, a couple years later, guys when I was doing an interview, they said, "Man, I saw you at the comedy store, and because you was talking about pajamas,
I went and bought some.
then me and my crew, we went and got pajamas.
Me and
dog.
my
We
crew.
met." So
We
it was.
lit.
So I am impacting and making sure
Good for you.
people do the right thing, because I believe men.
I think
I just
men
believe
should
it
wear
classy.
pajamas.
I feel like
Smell
that's
good.
always a great gift for a guy.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
robe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Slippers.
That's like an
Slippers,
amazing,
definitely.
Yeah.
because most guys don't own things like that.
I
Yeah.
like going from in the Ritz Carlton and go down the lobby
Okay,
with
Ritz-Carlton.
with a robe on.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't
some people
find
say
my key.
pajamas, they be shocked.
Right.
Mhm.
Pajamas, like it's an old thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm rocking pajamas.
So you
Right.
like
Listen.
women in lingerie also?
Yeah, I love the
He's old
I
school.
love the teddies that go
The
down to your
teddies.
thigh.
Oh, wow.
The-
You
But
can
then
link
you
on
got the
everything.
roll to go over it that's still just a little longer than that. I think it's a teddy.
That's
Yeah,
very
it's a teddy.
specific what you like.
That was a
You
good
like-
job.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's sexy to me. Yeah, that's sexy to me.
Now listen, we know you're also a good gift giver.
Yes, that's important to me.
So what about you getting gifts? Your birthday's coming up.
Yes.
What's the best gift a woman ever gave you?
I always tell people don't understand this, but this is my strategy. Even when I was in college, and all my friends just say, "TK, what you want?" And every person I told, they thought it was gonna be something different. But back in the 80s, only I wanted was that my thing was animal cookies. I was eating those on the way coming in, and soda. Now let me explain to you why I do this. My taste is so expensive that whether I was dating a woman or she's just my friend, I wouldn't want her to spend the kind of money that I know I would like to.
Like what?
I have everything I want and need. So
But let's just say somebody was like, well, your birthday's coming up. I want to get you a gift.
I would tell them to
Forget
get-
the price, but
yeah, a slice of pizza and a Coke.
No.
Besides a snack,
Besides
Yeah.
a
what would you like an actual item?
No, I'm just being
He's
honest.
saying
I
he doesn't
can't
want-
I can't drift from that because this is what I've been telling people I want. Take me out for a slice of pizza.
So
and
what
I
would you
like
get
a nice Coke.
yourself?
I have it. I every day is my birthday, but that's my way of thinking for years. Because when I was hustling the street and I used to always get in trouble, sometimes you be up, and then when you catch a case, your money be fucked up, and then you have to explain to people, especially my kids back then. I used to always say, our money was a little messed up right now. So throughout the whole year, we would celebrate your birthday. Throughout the whole year, it was Christmas. So if anything came up, I would say, daddy fucked up right now. Matter of fact, I used to do a joke about it. I used to say, when I was on stage, I used to take my kids to the store and look at the items and say, see that gift right there? I said, Daddy would have got it, but Daddy got a case, so we can't afford that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Get this
that was
back,
a long, that joke is so old. Yeah. So those mistakes taught me to be the kind of man that I am today. Every day is my birthday. Because like I said, my birthday is actually April 3rd. So back in the day when I used to throw my birthday parties, because everybody thought I was in Chicago or Dallas or whatever. So every month I was throwing a party in East City, make it 10, 12,000 because everybody would come. So that was my other hustle.
Right.
To make money. Yeah.
That was before Wikipedia, because now that's going to blow up your whole spot.
No. The respect for me is so real that it's unreal. Like tomorrow's going to be insane. Like they flying in from all over the world for my party tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. Yeah.
Now listen, they did this post. I want to ask you as a man.
Okay.
What the signs are. So the post was, and I want to know if you've ever done this. Have you ever forced yourself to love somebody? There's this post, 5 signs he is forcing himself to love you. have you ever been in a position where you're like, ooh, I gotta like force myself to want to be with this person? Because sometimes things feel like it should be a good idea. On paper, this person should be someone that I really like, but it's not there, but maybe I can make it happen.
Yeah, I think we've been there before. Yeah, that's a very serious situation, because you're laying in bed with that person and that person want to have sex, and even if they touched you, you feel like you start sweating and losing your mind, like you're going into hives and stuff, and then you try to figure out how you're going to get out. And that's why sometimes having a gift of gab can be a gift and a curse, because you can find someone attractive. And then once you start realizing their life and their problems, whatever, you have to say to yourself, do I really want to be a part of that? So now at my stage in life, if I met someone, it's just not you I'm like. I got to meet your mother, your family members, your children if you have kids, because if I don't like none of them, I ain't fucking with you.
Wow, you could not, just because you don't like their kids?
And let me explain to you why. Because that's all that's in my world now. See, so I'm not just liking you. I got to talk to you every day about if your kid is a murderer or your daughter's a hoe or somebody stole something.
You would not like somebody if their daughter's a hoe?
No, I wouldn't. I don't want that in my life, because I'll never tell you why. Because let's say I fell in love with this person, right? And I brought these people to my home, and my kids looking at me like, what the fuck you doing, Dad? Because we I'm about achievement. So I have to date and rock with a certain caliber of a female.
But you wouldn't know if somebody's daughter's a hoe. Like,
no, you had you talk on the phone and people talk about their kids and what they're going through. It'll depend. I'm just using an example.
Feel like that? Does anybody ever feel like I don't know.
Not that they hoe. I don't want to get stuck on that.
Does anybody ever feel like that? Like, damn, my kid is... Because I feel like most people, even if their kids are kind of like fucked up, they don't really see that. But
if I hear it, like if you complain about your child, in my head, I'm like, do I want to hear this shit for? Right. I don't want it. Like this just me. I protect my peace at all.
And you complaining about your daughter every other day is not good for my peace and my state of mind.
Yeah, I can't do it. It may sound selfish, but I think you got to have boundaries. Some things you just got to be like, I don't care how fine she is. I don't give a fuck.
Because when you're truly involved, you're involved in what's going on in their day-to-day life.
Yes. You feel you want to be, you're connected with her. I'm 65 years old. I ain't dealing with it.
Jordy Jor, because you're dating, right? What are your thoughts about, guys with kids and them talking to you and wanting to meet their kids? Do you want to do that?
I don't know. That was always my non-negotiable, is that I didn't want a man with kids. But now I'm older. I'm 33. So I feel like I'm starting to enter that time where people are going to have kids, though. It's not like it wouldn't. It would be crazy, you know, when I was 22. Younger, yeah. Now it's like, okay, I'm getting to that point where if I'm dating a 40-year-old man, he might have been through a marriage or something already.
But it's two different. It's different with a man and a woman. It's a double standard.
Right, because women normally are the primary caregivers.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, the kid ain't with the dad that much. Some.
in most situations.
Yeah, most situations. Yeah, but the kid with the female, she has the child most of the time.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's a double standard, but for a female, I think it's easier than it is with a man.
But dealing with the baby mama does not sound good to me. Like
sometimes that is the tough part.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if she's ignorant. I totally agree with you. Someone
Or
says,
bitter.
"Oh, I don't want my child around your
Around
new
a-
hoe
Right.
or your new bitch
Yeah.
or whatever." You know, that's a childish mistake. But we all go through it when you break up, right? When you break up with someone, and as the years go by, you mature, you calm down, you realize that how you sound was foolish,
Right.
because you do grow up eventually, and you do.
Hopefully.
Wow, I can't believe. Yeah, hopefully. And you like, wow, you know, can't believe I was acting like that.
Have you gone through that like previously when you were younger,
No.
having kids? Never.
I ain't like.
How did you keep things smooth?
Because it was 4 one-night stands. There was no real bond. You know.
But that doesn't mean that. I mean.
Yeah, I think I was
they make
happy
it
my
easy for
kids'
you.
mom
Okay.
was with somebody else because I was busy.
Okay.
So that guy, if the guy came along, that I saluted that because we wasn't boyfriend and girlfriend. We had sex, and that's why I teach people: sex makes babies, not love.
Did you believe it? You know, having a one night stand and then someone's like, "I'm pregnant." Do you believe that right away?
Do I believe it's mine?
No,
or
I'm
do I
saying
believe...
initially when someone tells you that, like, what is your first thought? Like, I don't know for sure. Because if it's a one, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, you think like that, you know, but man, if I could do it all over again. But yeah, you think like that, you deal with the consequences, you have a conversation with the young lady, you work things out if you can. And then some baby mamas are just you just a check to them in a sense. Some are too immature to communicate. If you don't communicate, things can go left or right. And what was important to me, and in my kids' moms, is that we had the ability to talk to one another. If we could talk to one another, give me an example. If I was making money 1 month, like I was saying, every day is my birthday, every day is Christmas, but then let's say next month, our child needed something or it was a birthday, but my money got fucked up. You can't hold me accountable because even though I made a bad decision doing something else, things happen. That's why I teach people to also try to date another person that's equally yoked, right? Someone that can carry the weight if you drop the ball somewhere.
Yeah, because the way you were living is basically there's going to be amazing times.
Yes.
But then sometimes things could be slow
Yes,
and it's not as, you know.
Right, yep.
And
so
then sometimes
true.
you're waiting to get paid for things or like.
Right.
I
always had money, but I was always making bad choices. So I was like, these attorneys was
making bad
oh
choices.
my
Attorneys was
God.
taking all that
so
money
the
you was
attorneys
making.
was getting all the money, you know? And then one day I realized, dog, you got to stop
gotta
this
chill.
shit. Like, because it was expensive. It was very expensive, you know? Man, I wish I had all that money back.
Right.
God
Can you
damn.
imagine?
Oh
Lesson
my
learned.
God. Like, it's embarrassing.
And sometimes you hire, like, you want to fight something when you could have just paid for it to go away.
So true.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you an example. I was in, nobody knows the story, but I'll share with you because you're my baby. I was in Miami dealing with a video. And again, I'm at my spot is the Ritz and Coconut Grove, right? So I took a cab over to the set. And the guy, nigga shit, they're supposed to pay me, but they was taking their time. They went upstairs after the woods. I'm still sitting around. Now, after about an hour, I'm calling. It starts to get irritating. So they finally paid me, but they was like maybe, let's say a couple thousand short, right? But I got attitude. So instead of me just this is for Uber. Instead of me just taking the cab and paying the cab, I took they're supposed to send a car to take me back to my hotel. But I took a cab. And let's say the cab's $35. I didn't want to pay the cab. So I had the cab driver drop me off at the Marriott Courtyard around the corner from the Ritz-Carlton. So we go in there, I act like I'm staying at the courtyard. So I go in one door and try to go out the door, back way to go over to the hotel. I'm back, right? But that motherfucker was on point. I don't know if he had a tracker on me or something, but he saw me. So I took off running. Go, right? I'm gone.
Got caught.
No.
Oh.
I think I got away. I'm in my room kicking it. I'm chilling in my shorts.
Yeah, the
Next thing I
Ritz.
know, somebody knocking on the door. Boom, 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 boom. I looked at the peephole. It's like 15 cops out there. I said, oh, shit.
35.
So I don't say nothing. I start putting my clothes on. I put
Quietly.
I put my bag over my shoulder. You ready? I go on the balcony.
Oh God.
I jump.
No, you did not jump off
What
the balcony.
floor were you
watch
on?
where I'm
Where was
going.
it?
I'm on the 14th floor. I jumped to the 13th.
To the balcony.
I jumped to the
You
12th.
jump down the balconies.
Right, I'm jumping.
This
Now,
is crazy.
This is a crackhead moment, but it's this literally happened to me, and I'm jumped. So now, boom, let's say I'm on the 9th one, and when I jumped on there, the guy and his wife opened the curtain. I was like, try to come up with some type of story, and I said somebody's chasing me, that, and they said no, we can't let you in.
Ritz.
Right, we can't let you in. Right. I jump again, but now when I look, I see all the cop cars. Nobody's looking up though. I see all the cop cars. Now I'm on the 7th, and I'm chilling in the corner on the balcony with my knees folded up in the corner and said, then I wait like a good hour. And then the room that I was in front of, the lights went out. I waited 30 minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes. I opened the door to go through the room, to exit, to get out. And as I'm walking, like somebody could have had a gun and shot me in the head. They could have killed me.
You don't know who's in the room. Right.
All right, here's this person. Ah! They screaming because here's this person
Walking into their room.
Walking through the room. I got through the door, went down the exit, walked down the street, caught a cab, and now I'm staying at the Marriott in Brickell. So I get at the Marriott Brickell, I call one of my friends.
So you left all your stuff?
Yeah, but watch the game.
Oh, shit.
I still got an expensive watch on. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because my people hooked me up with this attorney because I'm not going back to the hotel. I'm sending an attorney to go get my shit. So they are thinking that the people not knowing it's me, they're saying whoever was in that room must have had a warrant or something because they didn't open that door. They was that serious. But my attorney never told them who it was, right? This is years ago. And he went to go get my stuff, but I'll never forget it because of that watch. I saw him looking at it. And it cost me $2,000 for him to go get my things out that hotel. My point that I'm making, if I'd have just paid the $35.
$35.
That is so wild that you did that.
Isn't that? And not just the $35, I risked my life.
Yes.
Because I could have
Jumping
slipped.
down
A
them
few
balconies.
times.
Yeah, I could have slipped and
You could have
fell
slipped.
and
That
died.
person in room number 717
Over
could have
30,
had a gun.
over
What?
30.
What were you even
So you went
died.
out a couple thousand that they shorted you. Then you had to pay a couple thousand to the lawyer to get because he saw you had
Then
a
you had
nice
to
watch
get another
Yeah,
on.
he saw that. He peeped it.
Then you had to get
And I had to get
a whole
another
nother
room. Sure did.
Yeah.
See,
Isn't
you
that
are even
something?
crazy.
That's what
They
I'm
never
saying.
found
actually.
you?
Huh?
They never found you?
No, they
or
never
anything?
found me.
Okay.
Well,
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that serious of crime.
It wasn't.
No.
No,
You know, but
it's
the cab,
$35.
yeah, $35.
Right, they
Yeah,
wanted their money.
You couldn't have gotten in that much trouble. It was just that the cab driver blew it up, and all they probably would have wanted me.
I love that
was
he
to
took
pay
it that
$35.
seriously.
yeah.
Yeah, but that was. That's what I'm saying. The kind of decisions I used to make, stupid
Yeah,
shit.
that's a
That cost
wild
you all your
decision.
money.
Yeah, stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
So you-
$35.
You got shorted $2,000 from the promoter and then had to pay $2,000.
Yep. And almost lost my life.
And almost died.
Right. And had to get another hotel room.
And had to
Right.
get another hotel room.
Traumatized a man sleeping in his hotel room as well.
Right. Yep. I
Yeah.
sure did.
Yeah.
And he
And he
could have
coulda
shot
shot
me.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
That was
sure
a
God.
lot.
coulda.
That was a lot.
That was a lot for $35.
For
dollars.
I'm just trying to think if I've ever like.
But I think we all have
No,
something.
not
No,
like-
not this
okay.
level. Not love this level. No, babe.
No,
sir.
No. What I'm saying is, I hope not. But I do think most people have something in their life that's chaotic, and you learn from it.
Yeah,
And,
you have to.
Yeah, you have to, right? And that was I've had a lot of chaotic moments, but that right there is the icing on the cake.
Listen, we call her Gigi crazy for a reason because I feel like yes,
I'll be doing some crazy shit.
but
Yeah,
it's
okay.
spicy. I like that for you.
Yeah.
Like with Gigi, you never know what's what could potentially happen.
That's
right.
true.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So
I'm that one.
tell us one of your crazy moments then.
Oh man.
I'm just curious.
I'm sure Angela could
Well,
pull
tell us
one.
when we don't know. Because the thing
Don't
about
y'all know?
Well, I don't know. So whatever you tell
Okay.
us to say is gonna be new.
Yeah.
Dang, there's so many.
Because the thing about Gigi is also, it'd be wild shit, but she is always cool about being able to tell the story. Like, she's
Okay.
very honest and transparent.
I mean, I just went to jail the other day.
Is
I
that
know.
right?
She came in today. She's like, oh, I didn't tell you I went to jail.
What you do?
So I didn't know that my license was suspended, and I was on my way to work. I bartended a restaurant in Atlanta, but our work uniform is like a button-up white shirt with a bow tie, a corset, like hot pants, like booty shorts,
Right.
and like stockings and like boots. So
Okay.
I'm like buttoned up collar, bow tie, and then booty out.
Right.
So I'm driving to work in that. I'm smoking in my car, which I probably shouldn't have been doing,
Absolutely.
but I'm on my way to work. You know,
Yeah.
I need to hit my weed. I get pulled over and they're like, "Oh, get out the car. Your license suspended. You're going to jail." So I'm like, "Fuck. Why is my license
Yeah,
suspended?"
why is your
I don't even know why.
Was
my
there a
license
ticket you
suspended.
didn't pay or something? Okay.
It was a ticket that I had a failure to appear.
Okay.
I paid the fines, but what I didn't know is that I was supposed to go and get the failure to appear release once I gave them their money.
Who knows that?
And then
Right.
they were, I had 30 days to do that. Well, that was
Okay.
back in August. So in September, they suspended my license. I had no idea.
Okay.
So they pulled me over and he's like, "I smell the weed. Where is it?" So I'm
Now,
like,
you had some dickhead cops because
I'm like, "It's right there in the ashtray." It was a blunt. I was like, "In the
Right.
ashtray." From the time I got pulled over to the time I paid my own bail, it was 2 hours. And I got out and I went to work. But it's like me calling my daughter and calling my boss and calling
Right.
somebody to come pick up my car and saying I'm in handcuffs. I'm literally like on my Apple Watch, like I'm in handcuffs.
Right.
But I
right
would say
now.
that wasn't really your fault.
It wasn't.
It wasn't
was
really.
my fault
It was
because
not.
I should have known to follow through with the steps.
Responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't know that. I wouldn't have known.
I forgot.
I would. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Going with
normal.
human-
I'm talking about something,
something
crazy.
crazy.
Match my
Right.
craziness.
All right. I don't know if I can match your crazy.
Okay,
because I
be
ain't
close
jumping down
to
no
it.
balconies.
I mean,
I've
and by
done
the
so
way,
much.
congratulations. We got to say this because Gigi's, narrating the Magic City, and she's a producer
Yes.
on the Magic City
Documentary.
docuseries that's
Okay.
coming out on Stars. It's been
Stars.
announced. It's gonna be
This
on Stars,
summer.
5
Okay.
parts.
Okay.
Yeah, this summer, and I know you had some Magic City stories of things that you
Oh
did.
man,
That was wild.
Somebody's calling from my gate. Let me just let them in. I don't even know who it is, but
You just gonna blindly let someone in?
yeah, I do it all the time. Hopefully they get in. Magic City.
That's crazy.
That's crazy right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
I don't know who it is. Hopefully they get in.
Magic
Right.
City. A crazy Magic City story.
And while you thinking about that, I know when I used to go to Magic City, and I could count on one hand how many times I went to a strip club, and I used to find the women in there fascinating, because I would say some of these women need to be in the Olympics,
Oh, that's Gigi.
Yeah.
because to climb a pole and to lift your body up and do something,
Yeah.
you are that's
We're definitely
athleticism.
Definitely.
Like,
Gigi
you're
is like
supposed
she was like the silhouette for Magic City. She was part of the snack pack. When I tell you, she's the one that I feel like a lot of people have fashioned themselves after. She's
Okay.
a professionally trained dancer.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, so I
okay.
took that and mixed it with the stuff that I would see girls do on the pole and kind of blended.
So you
it
can climb the
together.
pole?
Yeah, I do all of that.
Wow, that's fascinating.
still.
And you do private events?
I haven't in a long time.
Okay, I'm just curious.
But I can always make an exception because we don't turn down too
Hey, I
many
just want to know
checks.
the private event. No, I'm too old for all that shit now, but I just want to know.
And we ain't never too old.
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, I can't really think of a crazy.
When I
mix
get
up-
old, I'll make sure my son has your number.
So
No, because that's my thing when I become assistant living. Because
gonna
I'm
need a
not
little-
married. My sons have to bring people to dance for me
Oh, okay.
and all that for me. Like, it's some
God.
player shit. That's how I'm going out.
That'll be his updated birthday list.
Right.
A private dance.
Yeah,
private dance.
exactly.
If
I'm
you'll
making
ever
birthday
get
list.
married.
Nah.
No, I don't see that for him.
Nah.
I
don't
do.
see that for him. I
Nah.
don't.
I see it.
Every now and then,
I see it.
I have a moment.
You feel like you need a geriatric bride?
No, every now and then I have a moment of I should do it, But a lot of women to me are just I think I'm too much of an introvert now.
Mm.
And when people say you set in your ways, I don't believe that you set in your ways. I believe as you get older, you know how it's supposed to be. So I know how I like my life to be. Does that make sense?
I mean, yes, but that doesn't mean I could see you being with somebody that's like,
But I
also
can be with
puts
you because my thing now, but someone a female ex will get married, I'll say, do you want to be with me forever? Or I said, do you want to be with me for 3 years or do you want to be with me forever? Let me give you an example. I think people need their own space. I think you could be with a woman, she has her spot, you have your spot, and you go back and forth. And I remember, and I was telling the story earlier today. There's a gentleman that was going to this restaurant in Beverly Hills called Kate Madalini's. It was way back in the old white man, very rich guy. And we used to always talk. I used to eat dinner there because, I don't cook at home, so I eat dinner. And I said, how did you and your wife stay together so long? And he said that I bought her a house across the street from me. This was years ago, and I realized as I got older, for a relationship to work for me, a female would have to have her own spot. You come see me, I come see you.
But you also travel a lot.
Yeah, that's so true.
I also don't. I think that
that's hard for a female.
No matter what, you will have your own space.
Yeah.
And want to come home.
But you don't want to leave nobody home because it takes a certain type of female to wait for you to.
You think you would be with somebody? Look, Madonna's boyfriend is 28,
and she's 66.
Yeah, I could see Madonna doing it.
Yeah,
you
dating somebody 22.
Not 22.
But
like,
do you think you'll be with somebody younger, a lot younger?
You got. I always tell, even when I meet women young, I say when you get 50 years old, you're gonna be the shit. I'll see you when you get 50 because to me, you have to have experiences in life.
So at 65, what's your bottom line, like age range that you would be interested
50
in a woman?
About 38.
Okay.
Yeah, about 38. But you got to be mature at 38.
Mature. Got your shit together.
Yeah, you got to have your shit together. Because I meet a few women that's in the late 30s, $200,000-$300,000 in their account already. And when I see women, when they got their money right, they think very mature.
You ask what they have in their account?
Well, I'm also like a motivational speaker type person, right? So I'm like, yo, so what are you doing with your life? What you know what you're doing? Because in my show. So you ask
without asking, basically.
Without asking, right? Because even in my stand-up, I tell guys, if you really love the woman that you with, ask her for $10,000. Now, most people, to me, I would say you got low IQ. Watch this. If you have low IQ, you think I mean give the female supposed to give the man $10,000. But like I tell people, I came up a hustler. See, my crew, Eric Von Zip, Frankie B, DB, we moved differently when we came up in Harlem. Our women wore Rolexes, we bought Chanel bags. When we used to throw my parties up in the city, all our women looked good. And what I would tell the people is, the young lady, $10,000 not for me. See, because we're not users, we're not pimps. Because I love you so much and I care about you, we're gonna take your $10,000 and put it in a mutual annuity. So in 20 years, that $10,000 is $296,000 because you're gonna get compound interest on your money. See, I want you to have that because I belong to everybody. I ain't gonna be with you. But the game is that when you do meet somebody,
just choked.
I said, so when you do meet the person of your dreams and you say, he said he's gonna marry you, he said he's gonna buy a house, guess what? You now can say, I got part of the down payment too. I said, because one of the worst things in the world to me is a guy gets married, he's walking past the room and he hear his wife saying, yeah, we just bought a house. And this nigga saying, bitch, you ain't put on a down payment? That's just me. Ain't that much love in the world for me. No. And that's how I look at things. Even when you get married, it's about joint bank accounts. So here I am putting $40,000, $60,000 a month. The girl I'm supposed to be in love with only putting in $1,500.
Hold on, there's a lot of, but let's be clear, there's a lot of buses.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just using that as an example.
Okay.
Yeah,
have you ever been with somebody that you felt like was just out of your league? Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, when I was younger. I totally have been in that situation. But it also teaches you something. Most people, when girls date basketball players or football players, you are dating his title. You're not dating the guy. Because when a woman or man leaves with, my wife's a doctor. If a female says my husband or boyfriend is a basketball player, you're talking about his title, not the character of the man. And we have to start focusing on the character before the title, because the title is what get people mixed up, because you're marrying what he's accomplished. You're not marrying the character of the person.
Of the man.
How, right, exactly.
You feel that, Jordan?
Yeah, but I feel like that about the other way around too. I don't think that's just women saying that. I think men, there have been times.
No, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Right. I
She's a
agree
doctor,
with you.
she's this, she's that.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Because that's definitely happened to me where men have introduced me by how the public knows me.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. The goal in life is we educate because a lot of people don't know how to pursue. A lot of people don't know about conversation etiquette. So the things that we talk about, when people hear us talk, I don't care if you reach 4 million people. If 3 got it, you did a good job. And that's all we want. We want people to hear the conversations, to understand what's going on. So as they move, like when people say, oh, that's my stepson, right? I tell guys all the time, don't say that's your stepson.
That's your son.
If you married her,
Yes,
that's your son. You start saying that's your son. When I just see these award shows and guys get shout outs to their wives and to my stepson. Nah, dog, that's your son now.
Yeah.
Stop saying stepson. So we
People
have to
say
educate.
things like bonus child and
Bonus
things like that, but that
child.
also sounds
It's
weird.
bad. No, that's if you're gonna
Son
do that.
in love.
And there's nothing. I'm not. I know people. I talk about that. People, I was saying a man take care of another man's child's mental illness, right? And people lost their mind.
I saw when
Yeah, and it's far from the truth. If you meet somebody and you love that person, do what's good for you. I always tell people, do what's good for you. If you listen to me, you're gonna be by yourself because I move differently. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't have the lifestyle that I have.
You'll be jumping off balconies.
Yeah, jumping off balcony for $35, right? And so like again, these type of shows, what I've noticed, we impact the world by the things that come out of our mouth. And if you're saying foolish things, like me and Nori's on Drink Champs, and Nori was saying some crazy shit. And I said, Nori, yo, you ain't gonna say that shit around me because people listen and you have an impact on the world. So you gotta be careful what comes out your mouth because there's a lot of ignorant people on this planet. And if someone's around me and I'm feeling very passionate about what we're talking about, I would not allow that person to say anything foolish around me. Just won't allow it to happen. I don't care if they get mad or not. I just like I'm willing to fight to make sure that these young kids have that we educate them well.
Right.
That's how I feel.
That
about
means
it.
you are paying attention to what you're saying because they always do these posts like everybody can buy a microphone now. You know how they always do that. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And it's no disrespect. I'm glad you brought that up. This podcast thing is a gift and a curse because some people got a mic and they are deteriorating the
But
game.
people like to go viral, I think, too. So they will be shocking.
Yes, and I didn't know that it was that was a real thing.
Yes.
But people do it just to
Just to get a
go
soundbite.
Crazy
viral.
stuff just to go viral all
And you're
the
like,
time.
what is your mental? Like again, what is your mindset?
It's a serious addiction that people have with
and
just
and we already
attention.
knew people lied a lot before.
Yeah, now they lying on camera.
It's
And behind the
outrageous
keyboard.
now. Because I used to always wonder why people always say I was lying all the time, lying. And then I realized, oh, these young
Y'all
motherfuckers be
lying.
lying.
Right.
So I'm glad
No.
that when the D.L. Hughley's and Godfrey's and them was going on the shows and validating the things that I was saying, there's a TK
Right.
telling the
Because
truth.
that story, people not going to believe that story that you told. They're
Jumping
gonna
down
be
the
lying.
balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna believe it.
Nobody's gonna believe that.
Yeah, especially the part
Which
where
is
we
good.
just, we just curled up in the corner.
Yeah,
and
which is good. I hope they don't believe it. You know, I hope they think
You're like,
that
I don't believe it.
Yeah. I hope they go TK line. Now that's one story. I wish. Yeah, thank you for saying that. I was lying. Yeah, I made that up. That's right.
Now, what's your thoughts on one night stands now at your grown age?
I'll still do it. Yes, the
You
hell
just
I
make a
would.
better decision while
Huh?
doing it, right? We just making better
Yeah,
decisions.
just make better decisions.
So, what's
Hell
the better
yeah.
decisions then?
A condom.
So, yeah,
protection.
yeah,
You use
condom.
condoms
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know.
And my pullout game was better.
with a condom on?
if
Depends.
he slip up.
So, okay, so do you or do you not? You pull out, use
It
condom?
depends.
For,
Case
On
by case
what?
scenario.
So, well, yeah,
It
how do
depends
you
on the
how do you
moment.
gauge that?
At my age now, you could tell if a person is truly clean. Trust me when I know this. I will get in detail, but the thing that I take pride in is I never know if my daughters are watching me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very careful what comes out of my mouth.
Okay.
That's
you
so
understand?
thoughtful of you as a father and a grown
Huh?
man. That's so thoughtful of you as a father and a
Yeah,
grown
because
man.
even when my
'Cause-
daughters travel with me,
Yeah.
they can't watch my show.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
How old are they?
My oldest is 22.
Yeah. She,
Okay.
Like they'll come to my show. They got to go in the green
green
room
room.
or somewhere else. Or like I was in Belgium and my daughter was there. I had to ask her to leave because I couldn't be myself because I respect her so much.
That's very protective
that I
of you. I
can't-
respect that.
My representation as a father in the house is more important than
Teaching them
a
to
comedian. Absolutely.
Right.
Okay.
That's take. And so once I know you and we're close, you can never come to my show out of respect because I say some crazy shit.
oh, so how come I'm still invited?
Well, you are like a sister in a sense,
Yeah.
and this is your
You get a
world,
pass.
and you won't judge
No
me.
judgment zone. You
How
know
does
this
it
is a
judge
no
me?
judgment
But
zone.
even if I'm dating a young lady, you might can meet me at a show,
Yeah.
but you'll never be able to come back to a show again.
After
What?
you feel like you're
Yeah,
feeling her.
because I want to feel free
To
about
say
what I
the fuck
want to
you wanna
say.
say.
And
Yeah.
if I say something crazy that day, I want you to go, what did you mean about when you said
Right.
such and such? I ain't got time for that
Tiptoeing around
explaining
somebody's
shit.
Yeah.
feelings.
Yeah,
You just
I
gotta
got-
keep
nah.
your shit.
Yeah.
I
the
wonder if you
where's
could date
needed.
another comedian.
Hell no. Not.
He said, I auditioned, but I can't
So give me an
take it.
example. Since you know me, I've never been a goofy guy.
Right.
So I don't consider myself like a comedian. I think I'm a guy
You're
who got
a realist.
lucky.
You're a motivational speaker.
Yeah, I'm a guy that takes real situations and make it funny.
And make
but
them
there's
funny,
comedians who are funny, like goofy all the time. I'm not that kind of
You're
guy.
not.
Like I couldn't even do a roast.
Right.
Right.
Like if somebody, if I was on the roast, they said, "Nigga, I'm going to the trunk and get the gun, shoot everybody, fuck up." Like what the fuck you say? So I don't put myself in situations that I know I'm not gonna like.
Right.
Mm-mm.
I mean, there's other women comedians that are like that
No.
too. No.
So do you have a type?
Yes, I have a few types.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur on that. You know,
I'm an
Smoker's Bar. Yeah,
entrepreneur.
yeah. I love the beauty of women, and then too, if you're beautiful, then at my age now I dissect it. I could talk to someone and know exactly where they are in their life. I could talk to someone and see if I want to be around them. Your car has determines my decision and rocking with you. The neighborhood that you live in determines if I'm going to rock with you.
No, why the
What's the-
car?
yeah, what's the
we're
car
in New
say
York. A
about-
lot of people don't
Well,
have-
I'm not materialistic, but I know
How you
kind of
keep your
woman I
car?
want to rock with.
Do you mean how you keep your car?
No, if you got a fucked up vehicle,
Just fucked up all the way around.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
not rocking with you
Okay.
because
But some of the most richest practical people don't have the nicest cars.
yeah, that's people who are rich.
It's a difference between a fucked up car and a reliable car and just an everyday car.
Yeah, I just ain't doing it. I just know how. Like my whips are fly, but if I got in the car with a young lady, I think I ain't been in another car with a woman in years.
Wow.
But
Because also sometimes people have a nice car and don't have shit else.
yeah,
Right.
I'm
That-
not doing
which
it.
is
Like
true,
you
too.
really gotta, and it sounds crazy, and to all the people might be listening. You really just gotta have, Angela. You gotta really have your life together, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. And people, that's how people should. Like, I had a young lady bring all her girlfriends over to my hotel room once to talk to them because you know how I be talking, and all beautiful, just like you ladies. All of them had a fucked up nigga.
Wow.
All of them, because what you ladies have is this nurturing thing. Y'all want to take care of a motherfucker,
Save the world.
and y'all, you know, he don't have a license. You want to help him get a bank account. Now here's what's crazy.
Jordan's like,
That's
I ain't
not
doing
me.
no charity.
Yeah.
But here's what's
Sorry to this man.
crazy. When my dad died years ago, my mom was in the same situation. So whenever I see a broke nigga with a beautiful female, I always call that young nigga Ernie because his name was
Yeah.
Ernie. You know, and
Young
but
Ernie.
you cannot snatch, excuse my language, dick from a woman who loves her, whether he's broke or not. Give me an example. Because me and my brothers tried to check my mom about this dude, and my mom put all three of us in that motherfucking car and drove us out, and then there cursed us out about her man. And from that moment on,
Mind
we
your
had to play
business.
our position.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, mind your business when it comes
Mind
to
your
earning.
business. Because we wasn't paying no bills. We was
Right.
kids.
Yeah.
You know? So
Mind
you
your business.
And back then, that's grown folks comment.
Stay
See,
in
the
grown
day
folks'
kids
business.
kids can talk to their mothers and parents are accepted. I'm still old school. I'll smack the fuck out you. You say something slick. You know what I'm saying? But my kids respect me so much. We don't have them issues. But nah, man.
No, Ernie's.
I had to leave it like this. I'm
All right.
happy.
Well, good. We're happy you're happy, and happy birthday. I'm glad we were able to see you.
When was the last time here? Do you know? Because it's been about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's
You've
been
been
a
on way
while.
up, but you haven't been. But we've always, because TK knows his schedule,
That's
like
right.
months,
a year and a half,
years
clearly,
in
a
advance.
year
Yeah,
in
2 to
advance.
3 years in
Yeah.
advance.
So we
Wow.
had this on the. We actually planned our life around the day that you were available tonight.
Because I was blowing you up. I
Yeah, I
had
was
to
like-
get you. Like, I had to get that on calendar.
No, he really
Yeah.
did want to, and I appreciate you for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because I like to know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I'm organized. And that Coach PR.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Coach was mad because normally when I come to town, I call him
Right.
a year in advance. Like, I'm gonna be here. So like with you when I do your
Yeah.
show. And I didn't call him this time. So DJ Superstar
Superstar.
gets him on the phone. And he said, "Yo, what the fuck TK doing here?" Right? So they met. So we wanted to do another interview, but that was the whole interview. Like he felt bad
He felt
that
betrayed.
normally
He'd be
you
on
would
top of it.
call.
Right.
And I said, "Coach, I'm successful now." We all just fell out. But Angela already knows that I'll be back in November.
Yes.
We talked about that a month ago.
It's on the
Right.
calendar.
Yeah,
Right.
it's on the calendar. I'll be back in November. So that's what I like to do. And then throughout the year, I call people I care about.
Mhm. He
I'll
does.
Call, yep. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, he definitely does.
I
But
call
check
to
in.
say hello.
You don't want nothing.
I don't want nothing. Just
Yes.
saying.
Saying
And then,
hey,
and
checking
people
in.
don't take that.
More people need to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more people need to do that. See, because I see the world different than most people. I want to let you know I appreciate you. And believe it or not, this could be the last time you ever talk to me.
Aw.
So people don't think like that. And I want everybody I ever met, if I got your number, if I think of you,
I'm gonna let you know.
I'm going to let you know. I'm going to say
Aw.
hello to you.
I did that today.
Because it's we only get one shot at this thing.
Right.
And this life shit is amazing if you do the right thing. So she knows. I hit her up. Hello, how are you? Call me back. I know you're busy. Then I'm like, I know you see me reached out to you. And then she'll apologize.
Because
Right.
it'll
Sorry,
be like
my
during the
bad.
show. While
Right,
I'm on the air.
right,
And I'd
that's
be
true.
like,
Yeah.
I'm working.
Because I'm in different parts of the
Yeah.
world. And so the
The
time
time-
zones
the
be
time
different.
is
But I
different.
always,
He
this is
does,
my
and
baby.
I appreciate
Well,
that
yeah.
about
And
you.
Right.
I was about to say, we want to let you know we appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate
Yes,
that. Yeah,
yes,
because I
yes,
take it
yes.
seriously.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, literally.
Well, make sure you
I take
link
it-
your son so that when you're in the when you're older,
And your
Gigi
sister
could come.
Yeah,
in.
yeah, Gigi.
Yeah.
we got-
Come shake a tail
Yeah,
feather
come
for
rock
you,
with
friend.
TK. You know, I'm like, is that Gigi?
It's still gonna be cleft.
Yeah, is that Gigi? I don't have a pole of 15 foot, but go on up, Gigi.
Get on
Gigi, go, girl, you're really talented.
Let me put my teeth in.
Right. You're really talented, Gigi.
Well, TK, we appreciate you
Love you,
again. We love
Angela.
you so
And
much.
all the
Thank you for
ladies.
coming.
Happy birthday.
Thank you
Yes,
so
happy
much. It means a lot,
birthday.
especially
Yeah.
the
Even though
so-
every day is your birthday. But
Yeah, every day.
Happy April 3rd.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. To all the fans, thank you guys so much. And so where you going again? Because you always stay so busy.
Detroit.
Detroit tomorrow, and then next week I'm in Memphis. Then I'm in DC, and then Miami.
The thing I love about Angela, and we could go over this, okay? We met up in Detroit.
Oh,
about
we
2
came
or
to the
3 years
show,
ago.
yep.
And the most wittiest woman I've ever met in my life. And I think he was there doing something with your homes, your apartment, the buildings that
Apartment
you was
building.
buying.
Yeah.
You know, because you own an apartment complex now, right?
30 units. People are moving in starting April 18th. Thank you, Jesus.
And you've been working on that for a minute.
Yeah.
like
years.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got it all done and
Yeah,
everything.
it's finally done.
Yeah.
Wow,
congratulations.
Yeah. I remember that.
All women
Yes.
entrepreneurs
and
been in
and that's
on this
how come
project.
I tell people, listen to Angela. I said, you got to listen to Angela. I said, there's something so special about that woman. It's one, what I find special is how you find the time and the energy.
Right.
That's the most important thing. And you're never tired.
Remember
Yes,
when
she
we,
is,
remember
but she
when we
keep
hosted
pushing.
lip service at Caroline's
Yes.
for TK?
Mm-hmm.
And then shit went left, and then we had to get up there and introduce him.
What happened?
Someone didn't do so well.
Right,
the young lady.
The young lady.
Yeah, she was trying to work with. Was she working with y'all at the
No,
time?
that
she
you
wasn't
put her
working
on
with
it. We
us.
had
I put it
nothing-
on. Yeah, somebody said that she could be a good
funny.
comedian.
Yeah, and she
I hate
opened
when-
up and they did not like her.
I hate when
and we
people
had to go
put
up
me
there
like
and
that.
save the day.
Yeah.
I think I started
and you just
twerking.
went up to help me
I
out?
think I
No,
started
you were
twerking.
like, hey, we want you to come. I was like, all right. Yeah, and that happened. And then I was like, ooh, the energy's not right. So we just went up there. I was
That's
like,
so
look.
good. See,
we
that's
were-
what I'm talking about. Love.
We were like, we seen what y'all did to her, so we're just gonna bring TK out.
Wow, that is so
Yeah.
true. I remember
Yeah.
Miss Caroline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caroline's was the
Caroline's on
vibes, the
Broadway.
comedy club.
Caroline's was the spot,
Man,
man.
but I will say for like up and coming comics, if you're not ready for open, like certain
So
people,
true.
you can't do that.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody gotta get to the point
Yes,
where they
dear,
gotta get
do.
to.
They do.
But you cannot go and open for TK and not be prepared.
You gotta
Not
be
be prepared.
prepared.
Yeah, because people are coming there to laugh.
And that's how come I stopped it.
Mhm.
People catch you slipping one day. You
Yeah.
want to do the right thing, and you got to be ready.
Gotta
Yeah.
be ready.
You got
gotta
to.
be
I was
ready.
out.
I know
I
you
was
got to
out.
go, Angela. I see you.
No, I said I
guys.
was out
You know,
that night.
I see you got to go, but
But no,
love you, honey.
I appreciate it. I love you too, TK.
Okay.
We'll see you in November.
Yep,
Yeah.
you got it.
T to the motherfucking K.
It's lip service. Cheers.